So we are in the wake of the huge moon that took place yesterday, and we are in the build-up to the 31st of May, where the planetary constellations are the same as the constellations we had when the Bhagavad Gita was narrated. So again, this is also something that has not happened until now. So it's 2025 is like, oh my God, it literally is off the charts. Be close to your crystals, whoever has it. Just feel it. The crystal beings are alive. They really are communicating with us like they have never communicated before. And they're communicating so strongly because they are wanting to get their messages out so they can open themselves up to some new cosmic codes that they are now going to be programmed with for this new age that we are entering into. So it's a extremely, extremely powerful and potent time that we are in. It is also a time to literally notice anywhere in your field that you may feel you're very attached to anything. It could be a point of view, it could be a way in which you like to work, or it could be um, a story or a belief that you've told yourself that certain things have to remain this way, they can't change. Whatever you say goes, basically, at this time, you know? So you decide what is it that you want to go, and then allow the words to flow, and they will flow consistent with what it is that you wish to bring forth or take forward. Um, I mean, this book, I actually had the book that I have written fully is Unstuck, The Seven Pillars of Extraordinary Results. And just on, you know that from the work that I've done with you and your team on Federation 100, I used to read from that book. So I thought in the business book series, that would be the first one that I am to bring out. But no, it was going to be this one, which I had to create right from scratch, in a matter of a few days. Um, so I guess it's meant to really have people go back to a remembrance and a knowing of who they are, and then emerge as flourishing leaders where all aspects of their life actually flourish. So it whilst it is a business book, it is not about business. It really is about our own leadership. So let's see how it all unfolds and emerges. So if something occurs, like my son had this back issue, and he sees an extreme rendition of this woman of another person using the gym who just didn't really bother, just kept doing her own thing and kept walking around him to use her machines, even though he was groaning and saying, somebody call the ambulance. Um, I believe that it is a story that he's attached to, that he's not supported. And it is a story that comes out for him, especially on his birthday. There'll always be some bout of feeling like not supported and abandoned and overlooked. We've had it for years, and was still attached to it. Lo and behold, there's so much that has been planned by, the kids, because he's been away for 15 days. Couldn't do any of that now that he's, bedridden. Um, so we are having to step in because his best friend also has a birthday on the same day. And he's alone in Dubai. So Jill and me are going to go to that. And his story of I am not supported is playing out, even though he is greatly supported. But the main reason it's surfacing like this is simply to just release it. If you have any such stories that you've held on for a long time, they will surface in your face. And then all you have to do is, okay, got it. You can go. You don't have to process it. You don't have to do anything. It's like done with it. It's time to just move forward. So let's begin our session. It's a day, by the way. This is something that got cleared up yesterday. Like lots of lung issues exist with people because so many of us have held back from expressing our truth. Okay. And expressing our truth impacts the lungs. Not expressing it or holding on to unsaid communications impacts our throats. So you will find, I certainly found it. I couldn't believe how deep my breath has become today, you know? So I'm delighted with it that it has become such. So just be aware of that. It does mean that if there is stuff that is sort of like lurking in your throat, you may find yourself coughing for no reason. You may not feel any illness, but you'll feel like bouts of cough happening. But just know it is simply that this whole passageway, all the way to your entire lung sac, is just being, whatever is there that is not serving you is literally being disintegrated and dissolved to be released through your release of body fluids. Yes, thank you for sharing, Meenaji. This is something that is happening as we speak. Um, Water is a good friend only if you have it a sip at a time. You may feel very, very dry. Don't glug it down. Still have it a sip at a time. Connect to all of the juiciness of um, natural produce because water can come into your body in a way that it can be assimilated through a variety of sources, food being one of them. So if you can, certainly between now and the 31st, minimize your intake of dry foods. Foods, I'm not saying don't have them, I'm just saying minimize. So 30%, 70% if they can be fresh, juicy, foods which have fruits, vegetables which have their own taste, that would be really great. You can have them steamed. You can have them cooked. But if you can manage it, and then have at least some of them raw, um, because the water from those comes into your system along with the microbiome that also you ingest. And that microbiome at this point in time is so yummy, like it's so potent that it is multiplying very fast. So many of the microbiome related issues that could impact your gums, that could impact your gut, that could impact your skin conditions, impact your joints, impact um, the triglycerides. You know, many of them are going to be greatly supported by this. Fungi, any fungus neutralization also occurs with the microbiome. So water is going to be a good friend of yours as you work with it at this time. Let's begin. We're just going to go in and experience the Vesak moon energies and what it felt like when Buddha realized the truth of all that is and emerged from his living samadhi to become the powerful teacher and saint that lives for eternity. You may feel your eyelids a little heavy. Breathe in and breathe out. Drop your shoulders, rotate them to the back. Feel that opening in your chest and your shoulder blades coming together. Now experience the expansiveness of your lung sacs. It may be today that some of you may suddenly find an appearance of someone in your life who is requiring some attention. It's okay, they can come in. They're only coming in because today, with the energies that exist and where each one of us is, we're creating a very powerful constellation of healing. Yeah, I'm certainly seeing my son there, another friend of mine, seeing him. So seeing my sister. Janice's mother is there. Janice is there. You don't have to speak aloud, but just place whoever it is in the center of our constellation. And just imagine as if each of us is just expanding our arms. They are multiplying in terms of the energy presence so that we can completely encapsulate the connections we have to all living beings, soul connections that we have to living beings who we have agreed to be soul play partners with. We're all coming in this powerful healing constellation. A lot of movement of energy is there, so you may feel you're yawning a lot. And so it is. Suddenly had a jolt of yellow healing light. And it's a yellowy gold healing light that is coming in from the base of our feet, just rising up very rapidly through our legs and going into the center of our spine, into every cell that makes up our spine, the discs, the nerves, the fluid, and the muscles that surround it. Through the muscles that surround the spine, this light, healing light, is traveling through every muscle fiber, every muscle fiber. Wow. Just allow yourself to simply be. From above your crown, you're starting to receive a very loving light. It's like a wonderful, fine shower of divinity. And this shower is not a light shower. It is actually a shower. If you look closely, you'll find a collection of cosmic codes that are being showered into your field. Just allow yourself, give permission to yourself to receive these codes. Receive these codes, receive these codes. Let's get into a whole brain state. Feel a deep breath. Breathe in deeply. Breathe in deeply. And allow the breath that you're breathing out to be just a little bit longer than the breath you have taken in. Now let's get into the 9-4-6 breath. Breathe in, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's bring in the human vibe attunement and harmonize our infinite, indestructible, eternal soul presence and amplify it so each of our holographic vibration connections benefit from this harmonization with the amplifying frequency of love. Energies are moving very, very strongly within us. So it's okay to be yawning if that's what you're doing, or any other forms of movements that might come in. Repeat after me. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human.
I just insulted.
I anchor the human within humanity.
There's some butter and a knife.
I
and some water.
anchor
Okay.
the human within humanity. I anchor the human within humanity.
Thank you.
Breathe in.
What?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take your hands in front of your heart. You will now notice the golden light in your cells and all excess being released back into the earth. You will notice the cosmic lights that were the cosmic codes that look like lights that were being released into you, being assimilated within you. And let's anchor ourselves in a whole brain state. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take your hands, rub them against each other. Put them over your eyes, blink your eyes in them. Rub your face. Hold the back of your neck, down your shoulders. Do an energy sweep.
No.
Have a beautiful rest of the day. Work beautifully with water. With that, I declare our session complete. Thank you, everyone. Namaste.
Thank you.